Yes, everybody, what's going on? It's Got Talks About. We are back again with another video. Arsenal, I got 5 on it. Can I play you every week? Oh man, my voice is gone, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited. Arsenal put 5 past West Ham. Arsenal put 5 past West Ham. Yes, but of course we conceded 2 silly goals. One was a beautiful set piece, and we shouldn't have given away that chance in the first place. I actually think Declan Rice won the ball, and it should have been given as a set piece, a set piece, a free kick in the first place. And then the first goal, I think Zinchenko and Calafiori just fell asleep. But let's talk about this game, ladies and gentlemen. We got a game on our hands. We had one hell of a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! I am not going to lie to you guys. I am very, very, very excited about the prospects for Arsenal coming off the back of this result. The way that we played, the way that we performed, the way that we were attacking-wise, the way that we were just ripping West Ham apart. We had them from the beginning. Gabriel Magalhaes, by the way. Can we speak about how good of a set piece threat we have in Gabriel Magalhaes? Like, I don't think people realize this is not normal. The amount of set piece goals Arsenal are scoring on a regular basis is not normal. What we've been doing is not normal. You got to give it up to Gabriel Magalhaes. You got to give it up to Arsenal. You got to give it up to us for the performances that we've been able to put in over the last 3 games also. Nottingham Forest, we beat them quite convincingly, scored 3 goals. Sporting scored 5 goals. This game scored another 5 goals. We've scored 13 goals in 3 games, ladies and gentlemen. That is what I'm talking about. This is what I say. Arsenal are starting to click into gear. Arsenal have switched it on. And I do think this will continue. I do think we've set up the bedrock for us to have a good performance in the next game also versus Manchester United, taking some players off early so you don't have to risk them anymore, putting on Caviar, taking off Gabriel Magalhaes, taking off Ødegaard and Saka later in the game, bringing on Raheem Sterling and Ethan. And you know what? I do think we showed that we do have a little bit of squad depth that we can actually play with, because in the defensive areas, we do have some squad depth. In the midfield, Jorginho comes in and he looks spectacular. I don't know about you guys. Jorginho didn't put a foot wrong for me, and he was out there looking really, really good. People saying West Ham were robbed. Get out of here. Liverpool fans want to cry me a goddamn river. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Get out of here with that bullshit. There was no robbery in this place. They were absolutely smashed, and deservedly so. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And the first thing we need to speak about is none other than the man himself, Gabriel Magalhaes. Before we speak about Bukayo Saka, before we speak about anything else, the Arsenal set piece threat is not normal. And I just want to give a second to speak about it. First of all, how is Gabriel Magalhaes given that much space? How is Gabriel Magalhaes given that much space and that much time headed for the first goal? West Ham's defending was shocking. West Ham's defending was shocking, and I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I don't know what they were doing. I think they switched off. We capitalized. We get our goal, and you know what? Gabriel Magalhaes, probably one of the best set piece threats in the league. Probably one of the set piece threats across Europe right now. I do think Gabriel Magalhaes has 4 goals already as a center back. How many center backs do you know that have 4 goals already this season? I don't know too many. I'll keep it real. I don't know too many center backs who have as many goals as Gabriel Magalhaes. And let's just call it as it is. This celebration is now his. Victor Gyökeres, forget about him. This is now Gabriel Magalhaes' goal celebration. That is his goal. Call him Batman. Call him Batman.
That's what it was. Bane and Batman, actually, because he actually puts his thumb up like the bat ear. I think he jumped on it after he heard people say the Batman thing. I think he then realized, okay, I'm going to make this my celebration. It wasn't something he had planned. He messed up the Gyökeres celebration, and then when the backlash came and people said, "Oh, that's Batman and Bane," he's like, you know what? It does work, so I'll stick with Batman. I think that
Yeah, he's taking it. It's his. But I was just talking about Gabriel Magalhaes. Guys, do we have the best set piece threat in Europe right now?
Yes.
I mean,
in terms of corners, but maybe not free kicks. In terms of corners,
I'd say yes, but at the same time, it's just one of the tools that we have, as regards to how when you have 5 different goal scorers in a game, your team becomes a team that nobody knows who to mark, and that's what I like. Like I don't like if you mark out any other striker in any other team. Antonio was marked out today. West Ham really did not. It took Aaron Wan-Bissaka and a simple through pass from him, and then a superb free kick. Like you mark out a striker in a team where they have nobody else able to score, then boom. But 5 different goal scorers, that's amazing, man.
I think we have the most different goal scorers in the league right now. But also, let's take a second to talk about Ødegaard. Guys, Ødegaard's come back 13 goals in 3 games. Is there a coincidence?
It's not. Ødegaard is not the one. Okay, so let's do this again. Last season, I think as Arsenal fans, it's good. We like to sensationalize things. Ødegaard is a big factor. Yes, he's part of the reasons why we're playing the way we're playing, how we used to play before. But you can tell that Mikel Arteta, from the very beginning of the season, wanted to play defensive, win games by 1-0, move on. He didn't plan for 3 red cards in 3 different games. That was something he did not foresee.
So you're saying Ødegaard gets no credit to us?
No. The team gets the credit. I look. Let me ask you. Ødegaard is not the one allowing Timber to do those overlaps and underlaps. It's not because of Ødegaard. It's because now Mikel has said, now you can do that. Before it was like, let's play defensive. This is not it's not. We saw this last season where this team, after they came back from Dubai, and I think he's realized, I'm not going to wait till January to switch it on. Last season, we waited till January to switch it on. This season is like, you know what? We switch it on in November, December, get that run in December. And when you look at the table again, this is the perfect time to switch it on. The next 13 games, Arsenal stays in London for 12 out of those 13. Yeah. So this is the best time to switch it on and have all your players, playing at their utmost best. And Ødegaard is a big factor in how our midfield is shaped. But I don't think he's the reason why we have 13 goals, because we're looking at different goal scorers here. And majority of the assists has come, from Bukayo Saka, of those 13 goals.
You know what? We're gonna spend a whole section on Bukayo Saka. I just kind of want to talk about everybody else. Matt, what are you saying though?
Yo, just what a performance, and what a game. For the first half, I've never in my life seen 7 goals in one half. I've never seen that before. Like, it was just goal after goal after goal. And from minute 1 to minute 33, I don't even think West Ham had 5-10% possession of the ball. Like, we completely dominated. And straight after that, I don't know what happened. We gave them 2 soft goals. I mean, one, that free kick should never have happened. Like, in real time, I did think that was a foul. I then saw another angle on Twitter. Oh, my mic's down there. And just I'm just bewildered how that has been given as a foul.
It was a foul. It was a foul.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Rice won the ball.
Matt, we can look at
Rice got the ball, bro.
I'm not saying he didn't get the ball. The follow through, and I'll tell you why. He had just given us a free kick on the other end just before that as well. We had just been given a very soft free kick. The referee tried to balance the game. I would say that was a free kick. And to be honest with you, the free kick goal that Emerson scored, nobody's stopping that. That's an amazing goal. That's kudos to.
So we're now not applying the rule book now, because in a
the
rule
corner,
book,
the free kick was so good.
Sorry,
I can't really blame Raya. But Declan Rice, the call on Declan Rice was harsh.
I don't think it was harsh. No. I mean, we would call for that if a player got slightly the ball and went through our player. We've seen this many times. Arsenal fans, we will sit here when it happens to our team and say, "Oh, that's a foul. They should have given us a foul." Now that it happens,
the clip up, Ego.
Weren't you kind of like, what the hell? How did we?
No. I wasn't what the hell, because Declan Rice did get the ball, but he got very little of the ball. And he came from the side.
What about the first goal that we conceded? That was bad.
Well, the first goal, Calafiori was not where he was meant to be. He should have been on that left-hand side, and he left it to Trossard, who was then tracking back again. Trossard is not the person who's going to mark Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's overlapping. I think Calafiori was way up too high, and that through pass.
Gabriel was not in line with everybody else.
Yeah, and that through pass was a solid through pass because it took out 3-4 Arsenal players, and they deserved. Look, here's the thing about it: you have to give kudos to a team when they're 4 goals down and they didn't put their heads down. They tried to come back into the game. You have to give kudos to that team. You can't be like,
the 2 goals we conceded were a little bit sloppy, but we didn't let that bother us. I like that.
That's what I like as well. The fact that, yes, they wanted to get back into it. We decided, okay, it's time to cool it off, and we're going to make sure we control the game. So, they didn't come there to sell ice cream. And again, we're playing away. We've not had the best away record this season. It's not like we've had like an immaculate away record this season.
Well, we've actually had a pretty bad away record this season.
Yeah. So going away, we should expect that it will be a tougher game. And again, West Ham just came off a win. They've been bad.
It was a good win as well.
And a very good win as well. So they're on a high. They're on a hype.
To be fair, Declan Rice got the ball. I don't know how they gave that as a penalty.
Not a penalty, as a free kick. No, but
I mean, the free kick,
pull the clip up, Ego. Pull the clip up.
I can't show it.
Oh, you can. That's fair enough.
I just think that in real time, and that's why I said I'm okay with it being a free kick, and I'll explain why. In hindsight, if you go back and look at it, you can call it and say, "Oh, he got the ball," and the referee. But in real time, when these things are happening, right, when it gets called like that, it's what the referee sees from his angle. The referee is not a 360 camera that can see every angle and realize that
he was literally looking like
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
5 centimeters away from them.
Let's not take a second.
Referee, but also take
a second to talk about some of the performances that happened on the pitch. First things first, we're gonna save Bukayo Saka and everybody else, but I just want to spend a second to talk about Jorginho. We know Thomas Partey, and we know Jorginho was class today versus West Ham. We know Thomas Partey and Moreno are out due to muscular injuries for Thomas Partey, and Moreno had a knee issue. Jorginho comes in, and he's probably one of the best backups in the league when it comes to like third play. He's our third choice DM, maybe fourth. He comes in, doesn't even lose a beat, automatically slots right back in and looks perfect. The guy. Out of the last 3 games, he played 2 of them, and he's looked amazing in both of them. I got to give Jorginho a lot of credit.
Jorginho is an amazing. He's an amazing player.
Every time he plays, he's just class.
Yeah, Jorginho is an amazing player. I think Arsenal fans in general try to do this tier thing where it's like, our number 6s are going to be Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and then Jorginho. We try to give them this hierarchy. The truth is, he's a different type of 6 that brings a different type of profile to that position. And that's a good thing to have in your squad. When you want to slow the game down, you want to control the tempo of the game. He's not a Partey that plays and he can sometimes those kind of long passes and but he's a different profile. And that's a good thing to have. I never look at him as our third choice. No, I just look at him as on the same level with all the 6s that we have, just a different profile that if we are playing against a certain team and we need him, he can play that role. And if the others are injured, he can step into it and he'll do the business. Last season against Tottenham was the only mistake that I saw him make last season, every game he played, where he slipped and let the ball go. Out of all the 26, 27 odd games he played, he made 1 mistake. But people still try to talk about him as like, oh, he's our third, our fourth tier. No, he's not. Jorginho is class. He's older now, but we cannot take away the fact that this guy won European Men's Player of the Year. Like, let's be real. Let's be real, man. Like, this is who you're talking about. It's like, it's almost amazing when I hear Arsenal fans like trying to, tone him down. The same thing with Zinchenko, they try to tone him, and I'm like, no, he's just a different profile in that position. You might not like what he offers when we play certain teams, but there's certain teams that his profile suits. And you need players
Matt,
like that.
Talk to me about Trossard. Better game from Trossard. I thought Trossard today, his pass was immaculate, and I thought that he was always in the right place at the right time. You got to give him credit. When Trossard, he's had a tough season, but this was probably one of his better games.
I'm going to give him his criticism first, and then I'm going to give him the praise.
Okay.
So, for the first goal we conceded, I don't like where he is in that position. He got caught sleeping, and it needs to stop happening. That left-hand side seems to just sleep sometimes as soon as the opposition are in on goal. I don't like that at all. But in terms of his pass, absolutely brilliant. Timed that to perfection. And who was it who scored? Kai Havertz. A great finish as well. But Trossard, I actually thought he had a very good game, to be honest. Apart from that, sleep mistake, he had a very good game. Some nice touches, some nice passes, lovely assist it was.
Good movement.
I thought he had probably, I'd say maybe a better game than he had against Sporting, because he had a good game against Sporting, but he had an even better game today. So fair play to him.
Definitely. He came off the bench for Sporting, so it's not really fair comparison.
And
No,
that goal,
he
that
still
first
contributed
goal,
Did
off the bench.
Martinelli come on the pitch?
no,
No, he
Martinelli
didn't.
didn't. And that
Why-
first goal,
why
and
was
that
that?
first, no, look, we have a champions. You need to rest players. We need to rotate. Like, why do we want to see players play week in, week out, and just pile
I don't
on
know. I
injuries?
felt like Martinelli
Like,
coming
it's
off the bench,
nothing-
he could have scored a goal.
We
He
don't
coulda had
always we don't always have to do that. You know how Bukayo Saka rested for 2 weeks and then play for England and looks fresh? Sometimes Martinelli might need an extra week of just relaxation. And if you have Trossard firing on all cylinders, play Trossard. You know,
All right, fair enough. Let's talk about next we have to speak about a certain guy, Kai Havertz. Bro, he's already gotten 49 games, 26 goals at Arsenal, and he has 9 goals this season in the Premier League. Kai Havertz
That's
doing a
just
mad thing, bro.
crazy. I'm pretty sure that's more goals than he ever scored at Chelsea. And
Bro,
he's
that's-
only-
he broke that record last season.
He's
already.
just,
He broke that
he's just
record last season.
equaled.
Yeah, he did. He
just
broke that
equaled
record
his
last season
record at
for us.
Chelsea. Let me show you.
Jesus.
He's equaled his record at Chelsea.
Wow.
Deo, this is your guy. You got to talk to me, bro. Because a lot of
No,
people
Kai, look,
criticize
I've
you
said
when you're
it.
saying
I've
he
said it
couldn't-
already. Like I've said it
Wow.
already. Like, yeah, he's equaled his goal tally in all his career in Chelsea. But I'm saying, like, for a season, he broke that record last season for the most goals he scored in a season.
That is
with us.
crazy.
Look, I'll say it again. He's a different profile of a striker. I like him. He's my guy. I like Kai Havertz because he offers me something different. Yes. Do I still want a striker? Yes. But him as a player, like his link-up play, his hold-up play, long balls to Kai Havertz. And then when you see him, like the one-on-one chance he had today, the Trossard pass that he had with the goalkeeper, Kai Havertz at Chelsea misses that goal. Kai Havertz at Chelsea misses that goal. Kai Havertz first half of last season misses that goal. First half of last season for Arsenal misses that goal. You know, but he's grown in confidence. He looks like the player that he was at Bayern Leverkusen. He's coming back into that with a lot more experience, you know, winning fouls as well. Like, man, dude, I think that this Arsenal team has it in them to go the long haul and destroy any team if you give us the chance to, you know. And Kai
We've proven it in the Champions League and we've proven it in the Premier League. And
yes.
I just think that Sporting result has really done something to this team. Like, I did not for one expect us to even put 3 past Sporting. The fact that we put 5 past them, fair play. And I think that result has ignited this team, and we are just gonna roll over teams now.
Yeah, because if you look at all the factors that happened before Sporting, right? The way Sporting had been playing, Sporting was second, if I'm not mistaken, on the table, the Champions League table.
They hadn't lost this year, I don't think.
Yeah, they hadn't
I
lost.
don't think they've lost this year at home.
Yeah, they hadn't lost. They had played 11 games in their league and hadn't lost any until they played us. They hadn't lost this year. They hadn't lost in the Champions League. They were looking immaculate. People wanted to attribute it to the fact that Amorim had left. I said, no, it's not true, because right after Amorim left, their next game, they won 6-0. They beat the next team that they played 6. After Amorim left, they won their next game 6-0. And then, of course, they went on to beat City 4-1. And then, you know, we go there and everybody's like, it's going to be a mad thing. And we came out on top. A win away in the Champions League to a team like Sporting with the record that they've set this season so far is a good psychological boost. A win away. We hadn't had a win away at the Champions League this season. So a win away like that is a great psychological
We needed that
boost.
type of win as well, I think.
Yeah.
Because
all right. I think it's time. We've spoken about everybody else. I think it's time to speak about the main man, the guy. I think he is right now on pace to break the Premier League assist record. He's 10 assists in 13 games. He could easily get another 10 assists plus, maybe 11 assists from now to the end of the season. At the pace that he's going at, with the amount of set piece goals that we score, the way that he's creating, it's looking like Saka's looking to pass first before he shoots now. He's really confident in his team, and I am so happy with the performance from Bukayo Saka. And I don't think there's a debate anymore. Let's just keep it 100. People used to question if he's world-class. It's not about if he's world-class. He is world-class. He does it so consistently. Just the last 3 games alone, goal and assist versus Nottingham Forest, goal and assist for Sporting, 2 goals, an assist. 2 assists, a goal, and he won a penalty in this game alone. Crazy.
the penalties. So when you win penalties, do they count as an assist? Because technically, you're the last person who's touched the ball.
No, they only count as an assist in fantasy. They don't count as an assist
right,
in
fair
real
enough.
life.
Yeah, they don't count an assist in this thing. But I mean, he won the penalty, which means he was on par. As far as the referee was concerned, a big goal scoring opportunity was infringed in the 18-yard box, which means that you're in a dangerous position. So if you win a penalty in a dangerous position like that, that says a lot about you as a player, with 2 assists and a goal as well. So yeah, Bukayo Saka.
Talk to me though. Do you guys think he'll get the assist record?
Yes. I honestly think he will, because I think if you've got 10 assists and we're not even in December, right? Well, I mean, we're, 2 days
we're in November still.
But like, you just look at it on, we've literally played like the hardest teams, right? Now, upcoming next is, fairly favorable teams to play against. And I just think that he's just going to have fun. He is just going to have fun probably for the next 2 months, I'd say. Because he always backs in North London derbies as well. So
I just want him to stay fit, and I want him to keep doing what he's doing. For me, Bukayo Saka, I'm no longer surprised anymore, because year in, year out for the last 3, 4, 5 years, 3, 4 years, he's increased his GNA consistently every year. He's surpassed whatever he's done the season before every year. He's looked more and more experienced, more and more confident. He's looked more and more like he knows what he's doing. The manager seems to be getting the best out of him. The team seems to be working with and around him as well a lot of times. So I'm just happy that he's where he's at, and I like what he's doing, and he just needs to keep doing it. I expect Bukayo Saka to get an assist or a goal in every game. Like, I'm not. If he doesn't get it in the game, then I'm like, well, he had a rough day today. Maybe they marked him. Like, there was a point, there were 3 people marking Bukayo Saka today. There was a point in the game where you had to.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But I think Saka knows he's trying to go for that assist record, because what he just posted on Twitter, on Instagram, makes me believe he knows about the assists. He knows. He even used the A emojis in his Instagram.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, look,
wow,
an assist record would be great for his personal resume. If it doesn't win us a trophy, it doesn't mean anything to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm happy for him I'm happy for him to win the assist record. I'm happy for him to break any record he wants to break. But if in breaking those, and this is why this season so far so good, I've said to myself, I said, it's crazy, right, that Bukayo Saka has created the most big chances in the league, yet Arsenal is 2nd or 3rd on the table, 4th on the table, 5th on the table. Yeah. How do we have the player creating the most big chances in the league and we're not at the top of the table? Because we're not
it's not even close. Like,
is there a consideration for Saka to be the best player in the league?
No,
no. In terms of player of the season wise, because he's got 10 assists.
He could definitely be player
clear.
of the season.
He's clear of 2nd place, so I think is Salah.
He could definitely be player of the season. But if Liverpool win the league, it's Mo Salah. If Arsenal win the league, it's probably Saka.
I get that, but could there be a consideration?
If Arsenal win the league, then yes, it's probably Saka. But I just want to speak about this quickly. We know about the goal tallies and everything, the assists. We know about the records here. But yeah, you're right, bro. Big chances created. He's created 16 big chances.
Clear.
And we're not at the top of the league.
And he's created 36 chances in all created chances.
Yeah, expected assist as well.
Expected assists are
he's
only
doubled
5.
it.
He's doubled his expected assists.
Yeah. So chances created, he's created the most chances. He's created the most big chances. And here's why I said I expect it from him, because at this stage of the season, he's already doing this type of stuff. Then,
But then look at us as a team. As a team, we're not even up there. Like,
I mean, if we put away all the chances that go back to that, go up, Egan, go up a second there, go. So big chances, right? Liverpool 48, Tottenham 42, Arsenal 42.
But Liverpool missed the most also.
I know, but Bukayo Saka's created 16, 6 more than everybody else. If they took those 6 chances, right now we'd be at 48, but we'll be at the same tally with Liverpool.
See, Egal, you pretty much say that we created the most chances, like in terms of Saka has, right? And we're not top of the league, right? But if you look at Tottenham, they've scored the most goals in the league, but
guess what? We've scored 1 less than them right now.
Right, but we've played 1 game more.
That's true. But I'm saying at the rate that we're scoring goals right now, by next weekend, we could be the top goal scoring team in the league.
I agree.
We've scored more goals than Liverpool. We've scored more goals than Man City. We've scored more goals than Chelsea. We've scored more goals than Brighton. Like, I know they still have a game to play, but we are scoring at a really good rate right now. And it's very early in the season still, but you can see we're starting to spread ourselves away in the goal difference. 12 goal difference.
I mean, the goal difference is good. I mean, but Liverpool still has a better goal difference. They've conceded less goals. We scored more than them, but they've conceded less. They've conceded 8. We've conceded 14. So they have a 16. And even if we get to the end of the season and we have the same points with them, with their goals difference, they'll still win the league. This is where we have to stop conceding goals. Like today, should have been a 5-0 win. We didn't need to concede those.
I
two
agree.
goals.
100% agree with that.
But those 2 goals came, and I cannot blame the play. The only person I can blame for that first goal, the second goal, the free kick, it's not Trossard. It's Calafiori.
It's Calafiori / Trossard.
Calafiori should have no, because Trossard was tracking back. If Calafiori had stayed with Wan-Bissaka would, even if he passed Calafiori, he was going to run into Trossard. Trossard was tracking back to go cover at the back, which is what he's supposed to do as a winger. He's not the one who's supposed to track Wan-Bissaka when Calafiori is there. Trossard is tracking all the way back so that he can cover.
Would you play the same team versus Man United?
So
no.
Or would you play Martinelli?
I would play Thomas Partey instead of Jorginho, personally.
I would play Martinelli instead of Trossard.
Depends on who's fit.
Because from what I've heard, Partey only withdrew from the squad at very late. So I don't think it's a case of he's injured for weeks.
No, he's not.
I think
he's
it's
not
maybe.
I think it's just something. It's probably just like a muscle fatigue and
Exactly.
The same thing with
Gabriel,
Gabriel.
He has played a lot of games as well.
Same thing with Gabriel. The punch to his head, it's a concussion. And so for preventive measures, let's just take him out. I guarantee
you. You know what, right? Apparently, it was not a concussion, or we didn't use a concussion substitute, because that would then mean that he would miss the Man United game, because with a concussion substitution, apparently...
it wasn't a concussion substitution.
No, here's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm not saying we use a concussion substitution. I'm saying that as far as the medical team is concerned, a hit to the head, just consider it a concussion. And we didn't use a substitution. We decided to just, change him so that we can rest, because you don't want to risk anything to the head. It's like you don't want to risk. Let him come out, let him rest. It's cool. We don't have to use our concussion substitution, because if he rests properly, he'll be available for the United game. If we use a substitution, he cannot play the United game.
Can I ask you guys a question? Right. Do you think we put maybe 3+ past Man United?
We're going to talk about Man United in a bit. Let's just finish off the player ratings. First, we got Raya. 2 goals that he conceded. I only give him lower marks on the first goal. I think the second one, he couldn't really do nothing.
Even the first goal, there wasn't much he could do. I mean,
that rating, I am sorry, but they've done him dirty. I actually thought Raya was actually really good this game.
No, I was going to give him a 6. I was going to give him a 6. He could have saved the first one.
Was unreal.
No, we can't see. This is where the certain type of
first goal he could have saved it. The second one, no chance. So the 7 or 6.
The first goal he couldn't have saved it, because the person was supposed to track communication, right? Did you see when Raya was doing this to the defenders? When Raya was saying, he was telling them, "You're not talking back to me."
Yeah.
If you're tracking back and a player is coming, let's not just blame the keeper because somebody scored. You're tracking back, dude. If I'm going to come and get the ball, I'll let you know. Like, leave it, I can get it. But you're not saying nothing to me. I don't know what your next move is. The guy cuts in and plays it on the inside. I'm thinking as a goalkeeper, he's going to play it all the way to my right. You're thinking Wan-Bissaka might try to, curl the ball to the right. So he's going to position himself in the center. And the defender who should be blocking him is not there. I can't blame him for those 2 goals. The second goal, what's he going to do with that top bins? What are you going to do? There's no goalkeeper I see stopping that for the second goal.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll give him a 7, man.
All right, guys, we're going to have to do the player ratings quite quickly. Let me know what your players' ratings are for Timber. I thought Timber was outstanding. I'm giving him a 7. I don't know why he has such a low rating.
I'd give him a 7 as well.
Theo?
Timber 7, yeah. 7 for Timber. Saliba a 7 for me as well.
Yeah.
Saliba, solid game. Gabriel Magalhaes gets an 8.
I give him an 8 because of the goal. Yeah.
Because of the goal as well.
Okay, Calafiori gets a
7. No, 6. My whole defense today gets a 7. I mean, he made 1 mistake in the game. That's it.
I'd
And,
give him a
it's,
6.5.
and those mistakes are allowed. Yeah, those
I'd
mistakes
give him
are
a
allowed to make.
6.5 because you've conceded 2 goals, right? So realistically,
Somebody's
you
at
shouldn't be
fault.
giving them 8s and whatnot. But
Yeah, somebody's at fault for something.
I'd give him a 6.5.
But here's the thing: did we expect that they weren't going to score? We were playing away.
No, but we were up by so many goals.
I know,
We should have
but
controlled the game from there.
You got like, well, you know what? I guess everybody thinks about it differently. I look at games like you're playing the way West Ham, they're at their stadium. It's not as if you have the only advantage you have is like you're a better team, right? And you're already 3 goals up in the first half, like 3-0. Conceding those 2 goals, yeah, you don't like it on the record, but those are 2 goals that were like freak accidents. The one chance they had on goal, they scored it. The second one was a free kick, and we never give them a sniff after that anymore. And players are allowed mistakes in games, but sadly, this particular mistake cost us a goal. That's all I see, because he didn't make the same mistake twice, 3, 4, 5 times. They didn't get that chance anymore throughout the rest of the game. So I would still give him a 7. I mean, the goals are painful that we did it. We didn't keep a clean sheet, but a 7 for me.
I'd give the whole midfield an 8.
Jorginho, 8.
Ødegaard and Rice.
Ødegaard,
Yeah.
8. Declan Rice, 7.5.
Deckers with the techers, 8.
I'd give them
whole
all.
They booed Declan Rice, you know.
Yeah, they're booing him. Forget that's their problem. They made 100 million off him and they're booing him. The silly fan base.
Ungrateful.
Like
They're actually nuts.
if somebody comes right now and pays me 100 million for Gabriel Jesus, I will never boo him when he comes back to play at the Emirates. I'll be like,
That's
come on,
100
Gabby!
million. Like, bro, that is literally 100 million pounds, right? In pure profit cash, because he was from their academy.
Player.
Like,
yeah. And they're mad at
man.
that. I'm like, these people
understand.
must be crazy.
All right. The front 3. This is the 3rd game. The front 3 have been so efficient, and we've played different front 3s the last couple games.
I'd give Trossard an 8.
I'm gonna give
Havertz
Kai Havertz an 8. I'm gonna give Trossard an 8.5, and I'm gonna give Saka a 9.5.
No, I'll give Saka a 9. I give Trossard an 8, and I give Havertz an 8. I think the only difference that I'm giving Saka a 9 for is the 2 contributions that he's made. So he's been able to 2 assists, 1 goal, and win a penalty. I mean, that's majorly the bulk of our 4 goals. You know what I'm saying? That's why he gets a 9. But a 10, nah.
I'd give him a 9.5.
Yeah.
Then.
All right. What about the substitutions? Kivior came on. He played majority of the game. He didn't put a foot wrong. I'll give him a 7.
He did pretty well, to be fair.
Yeah, he did very well today.
Some people were saying Zinchenko should be starting.
Zinchenko played very, very well today.
Zinchenko
was solid. He was absolutely solid.
And he defended. Like, I saw this guy winning headers. He won 2 headers. Yeah. And I'm like, Zinchenko winning headers? Like, Zinchenko.
He's never done that before.
Yeah, he won 2 headers today. He was solid defensively, and he was everywhere on the pitch. At one point, he was on the right wing as well, where Bukayo was. At one point during the game, and I'm like, you know what? Solid. I'll give him a 7.
Kivior and Zinchenko a 7.
I thought Raheem Sterling looked good.
Sterling looked good as well, but I think one of the things he's lacking so far, right, that I see is his confidence. Raheem Sterling kept on, like, every time he got a chance, it's okay, but
I'd give Sterling a 6.
Yeah, every time he got a chance to run, do what you normally used to do. I know you don't have the same exact pace, but you're still fast. He kind of always slowed it down, turned around, and tried to find Gabriel Jesus or try to play backwards. So,
you think his confidence is gone?
No, I don't think your confidence never goes. It just weighs down. Confidence never leaves you permanently. It's like he's going through it. He's going through a patch like Arsenal went through a patch when we were drawing and losing games recently, and now we're back winning. That's all it is. He's just going through.
He gave an assist to Ethan last week, so maybe he just needs that goal.
Yeah,
Ethan comes on too late for me. Ethan needs to come on earlier.
He doesn't need to come on earlier, though. He doesn't. Why do we do this?
In all fairness,
I just want to see more of him.
This is the problem. Us seeing more of Ethan, does that guarantee us a trophy? No. Us making sure that Ethan gets the best. Like, if you really want Ethan to thrive, get the best kind of embedding into the team to the point where he's solid. Just because he's an amazing player, everybody wants to see him on the pitch. He jumps on the pitch. West Ham is frustrated. They're 5-2 up. Somebody tackles him and takes him out. He turns into an Emil Smith role. 2 years back to back, we don't see him anymore. Let's be realistic. We need him for other things, and he's doing the business when he comes on the pitch.
I also just say, right, is
All
that
right, we're gonna wrap it up here.
I personally didn't even expect him to
play
really
today.
come on, because like we played Jesus and Sterling. There was no reason, in my opinion, to bring on Ethan Manu other than to please the fans.
Or just
Yeah.
to give him minutes in his legs, so that he's not
exactly.
overly rested. You know,
we're gonna wrap it up here, but before we go, what's your main takeaway from this game? I'm just gonna say Bukayo Saka is world class. Martin Ødegaard, we've missed him in it shows, and Gabriel is one of the best set piece specialists in the world.
My takeaway is that Jorginho is a manager on the pitch. I love that guy, and for all the fan base, right, or fans that just I don't know, just don't want him starting because he's in his 30s and whatnot. It's just madness to me because he's so calm. He brings that calming presence onto the pitch, and it like literally every away game that he's played, Tottenham away, this game, he's been brilliant.
He always is brilliant. Let's get it going though. Brilliant. Everyone, thank you for joining me. Deo, Matt, thank you. Catch you guys on the terrace. And I'm also going to be on Never Foul in a bit. Love, Deo, I need to get you on another show, man. Have a good one, bro.